What's up, guys? Scooter Cubed here. In this video, I've got a massive unboxing from the Cubicle. Got you guys. I thought my last unboxing was big, but this is even bigger. And I can prove this because of this box from my last unboxing. And I have that right here. This unboxing is going to be quite a bit bigger than this one, and it's going to take a lot longer. So let's go ahead and get into it. So here I have my knife, and I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Cut the seals. Now this is actually stuff I got for my birthday, and this was my most expensive and my biggest unboxing yet. So this is going to be awesome. There should be about 14 cubes in here. So yeah. And this took almost 3 weeks to get here. Took 2 weeks before it shipped. And then, yeah. So let's go ahead and cut that last bit. Whew. Okay, so first off, we have some bubbles. And, yeah, so let's go ahead and get those out of the way. So first thing here, we have a StackMat Gen 4 Speed Stacks timer. And I'll just go ahead and pull everything out before I start opening stuff individually. And there's more of that. Here we have some Yushin Little Magic stickers. We have 6 sets of those. Next we have 7 Yushin Little Magics because I'm making Force Cubes out of those to celebrate 60 subs. So there's 7 of those. We have a stickerless Chi Wuxuang 5x5. 2 Cubicle Labs products, which are really exciting. These are going to be awesome. So I'll get to those at the end. I got some D&M 37 Lubical Silk and Lubical 1. This is the special lube bundle or whatever. Here we have the 25mm 1x1, which is, I've heard this is really hard to solve. Next we have the Wit 2 version 3. Here we have the Chi DS 2x2. And last but not least, we have the Diane Zanchi in stickerless. Now I know this cube came out multiple years ago, but I went ahead and got it because I got curious about it and I wanted to try this out. So that's everything out of the box. It looks like I did not get a business card, but I did get the receipt. But that's okay. So first things first, let's go ahead and get into the Type-C Wit 2. Actually, no, let's go ahead and get the Yushin Little Magics out of the way. So that was my sister being an interrupter. But here's the first Yushin Little Magic, and I got them all in stickerless, as you know, because that's what you need to make Force Cubes. And these are actually really cool stickerless shades. So let's go ahead and do first turns. Okay. That is really good. And I am not warmed up at all. But that is really good. Let's check corner cutting. Right off the bat, it's got 45 normal, regular, and line-to-line reverse. So let's go ahead and take a look at the mechanism. And that is actually a really cool mechanism. So yeah, that'll be fun to make the Force Cubes, and I'm only going to open one to do first turns on. And this is the one that I'll be keeping like as the normal stickerless cube. Yeah, that's the Yushin Little Magic 3x3. So yeah, that's one of 7. The other 6 are right here. And I'm going to go ahead and put these over here for a later video, so I know that those are good to go. So next up, let's go with the Speed Stacks timer. Just go ahead and get this out of the way. I'm super excited for this. So yeah, and let's go ahead and pull the tab and turn it on. So I'm just gonna do a hand scramble on this. And let's go ahead and do a solve. Okay, so that was a 22.163, and I'm not warmed up, but this is a really nice timer. So let's go ahead and turn that off, and that'll be staying right here on my desk. Next puzzle, let's go ahead and get into the 2x2, the Wit Eating 2x2. I'm gonna go ahead and take my knife and open this because I don't want to rip the box. Just go ahead and be careful with it. There we go. That off to the side, and get out the puzzle. Now, currently my main is the Diane Zanchi 2x2, and it's pretty broken in, but let's go and do first turns. Okay, so right off the bat, it's extremely tight, and corner cutting isn't very good, but this seems to have some potential. I'll have to break it in and loosen it before I can really give my say on it, but so far it seems like there's a lot of potential, but performance out of the box isn't very good, and like I said, it's extremely tight. But let's go and get on to the next cube. Actually, let's go ahead and look at this stuff first. So this is the Cubicle Labs lube kit. This, like I said earlier, consists of Lubical 1, Lubical Silk, and DNM 37. So I've had DNM 37 before, but I haven't had Lubical Silk or Lubical 1, so I wanted to try them out. And next up, we'll go ahead and get into the Cheedy S 2x2. This is the stickerless one, but this only comes in stickerless, so yeah. But let's go ahead and get it out of the box. And here we go. It came with the pamphlet. And first of all, let's check tensions. Seem kind of tight, but let's go ahead and do first turns. So after that, it's a lot better than the Wit 2 version 3. It's got a nice stable feeling and doesn't feel like it'll pop. Now let's go ahead and check corner cutting. Not quite 45 out of the box, and reverse isn't too good. Well, it'll corner cut there with ease, and then for reverse, and there it starts to have problems. But this seems like it'll be pretty good, and I'll have to break it in and set it up. So next up, we'll go ahead and do the Diane Zanchi. Now I know that this is an older speed cube, and the Diane boxes are really hard to get open without ripping. But I'm going to do the best I can to get this open. So here we go. Okay, so now that I've got it open, let's go ahead and take the cube out. And here we go. Now I've heard that this does have a popping issue if you do corner cut too much, but let's go and get into the first turns. Okay, so right off the bat, there is a lot of spring noise, but this actually turns pretty well, and I could probably get pretty good times with it, but tensions right now seem a little tight. But let's go ahead and take a piece out and look at the mechanism, if I can. Oh, there we go. So there is actually lube in there, but there's not too much, and it has these odd center designs, which look, in person they look kind of odd, and the edge pieces, they do all seem to have torpedoes, which I've heard was a problem, that not all edge pieces have torpedoes, but it looks like this one does have them all, and this edge piece is not wanting to go back in. There we go. But out of the box, this seems pretty good, and corner cutting out of the box isn't quite 45. It's about there as the most it'll do. But for a cube that's, what, 4 or 5 years old, this performs pretty well. So yeah, that was the Diane Zanchi. And next up we have the Qi Wuxuan 5x5. I wanted to go ahead and get what has been deemed the best 5x5 on the market, because both of my Yushin 5x5s have pretty much died. Even though I haven't done many solves on them, they're just not very good anymore. I've also heard that the smaller size on this is also better. So let's go ahead and get it out of the plastic wrap and do some first turns. And I've also heard that this is the 5x5 that can corner cut 45 degrees if tensioned to do so. So here we go. Let's go ahead and put this off to the side, and let's go ahead and do first turns. So out of the box, there's a little bit of catching, and it seems to be getting better as I'm doing more turns. Like, that issue is gonna go away. But out of the box, the outer layers are pretty nice. They're a little bit sluggish. But it feels like that'll be going away with some break-in and possibly a setup. But inner layers are super swishy, and that's really satisfying to turn. But let's go ahead and check corner cutting out of the box. So as I suspected, it is pretty tight, so corner cutting is not going to be too great. Out of the box, it'll cut around one piece normal with quite a bit of force, and reverse pretty close to nothing. But next, let's go ahead and get into the next puzzle, which will actually be the 1x1. Now, this cube is going to be extremely hard to solve, and I did get the DIY kit because it's cheaper, but this feels pretty nice. And let's go ahead and do first turns. Okay, so the cube attacked me. So out of the box, it's really stiff and doesn't have very good turning, but after some break-in and setup with some stickers, I have a feeling that'll turn out to be pretty good. So next up, we have two Cubicle Labs products, and I don't know which one to open first. I guess let's go ahead and start with the 3x3. I'm not going to tell you what it is until I have it out of the box, but I am super excited for this, and I'm actually hoping that it will replace my main, which is the Moyi Weilong GTS version 2, and I magnetized that. But let's go ahead and get into this box, and hopefully I won't rip it because this is a really nice box. So actually what I'm going to do is open it from the bottom. And oh my gosh, I'm super excited for this. You guys don't understand. This is really exciting for me, and it doesn't want to come out of the box, but there we go. And it came with the cubicle stand, which is nice because I really like the cubicle stands. And this, if you can't already tell, this is the Mofeng Jiaoshi MF3RS2M. And I requested to have the stronger magnets put in it, which apparently it already had them in it, and I didn't read the description of the puzzle very well. But let's go ahead and get this out of the plastic wrap and do some first turns. And I'm hoping that this will replace my main, even though I love the Moyi Weilong GTS version 2, especially after magnetization. But let's go ahead and get this out of the box and do some first turns. Now, I am expecting this to be gummy since it has been set up and it's had time for the loop to sit in it. But out of the box, the orange side seems to be a little bit greasy, so I'm going to go ahead and wipe it down. And then do first turns on it. Okay, so first turns. That's actually not very gummy, and oh my gosh. This is really, really nice. It might not be as fast as I would want it to be, but out of the box, this is extremely nice. It's super smooth, and that's probably because all the lube that's in it, but it doesn't seem very gummy at all. So this is extremely nice, and I'll go ahead and do a solve on it. Just go ahead and scramble it up and start inspection. Now again, I'm not warmed up at all, so this will probably be bad, but let's go ahead and do this solve. So that was a 23.444. And like I said earlier, I am not warmed up whatsoever, but this cube might become my main. Now the magnets are, you can feel them when you're turning slow, but you don't really feel them while solving. And let's go ahead and do corner cutting. So out of the box, it's not quite 45, but it is a little bit tight. And reverse, line to line, no problem, but forward cutting, it's not quite 45, at least mine, out of the box, but this is really nice, and I think I might have found my new 3x3 main. I'll have to break that in, but that is really nice. And now the last cube in this unboxing, I haven't gone over the stickers yet, but this is the last cube. Again, I'm not going to tell you what it is until I get it out of this box, but this is a 4x4. And I really needed this puzzle because I've lost my Kung Fu Kang Feng 4x4, which is my main. But this 4x4 is the Chi Thunderclap Mini 4x4M from Cubicle Labs. And this might be a little bit more gummy than the 3x3, but let's go ahead and cut the plastic wrap and get into it. Now, this is more than likely gonna be my main 4x4 because right now the best 4x4 that I have, aside from the Kang Feng, is the Guansu, which mine isn't very good. But let's go ahead and do first turns. Okay. This is nice. Oh my gosh. I was expecting these to be extremely gummy out of the box, but they're not. These are really, really nice. And tensions, they might be a little bit tight, but magnets, outer layers aren't very strong, but the inner layers, there's a definite click. Inner layers are really swishy and fast, and outer layers, it's got a pretty nice flow to them. So yeah, this is a really, really nice 4x4 and corner cutting. One piece forward and about half a QB reverse. Inner layers, pretty good. So yeah, this is a really, really nice 4x4. This is really nice, and I like the size too. So yeah. Last thing, and this came with the stand as well, but the last thing that I got was these stickers. So let's go ahead and look at these. There should be 6 sets. So here's the red. So I got the normal red, I got normal white, I got bright green, I think, and I got the light green, which looks nice. I got light orange, I got sky blue, and light yellow, or bright yellow. So yeah, these are the shades, and I think they look pretty nice, and these are for the Yushin Little Magics. And yeah, now I'm gonna break these cubes in a little bit, do some solves, I'm gonna do some solves on these, break them in, and come back with what I think about them. And I didn't mean to drop it there, sorry Cubicle. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do those solves and then come back once I've broken the cubes in. I will be back in just a little bit. I've done a few solves on all these cubes except for this one. I've done about an average of 10, or I've done about 10 or so solves on the 2x2. I've done around 20 or so on the 3x3 and about 30 on the 4x4. And these 4 cubes right here are my new mains. The 2x2 is my main because, one, I really like it. And yeah, corner cutting isn't that great, but I haven't really tensioned it. But out of the box and with like literally nothing in it yet, it's really good. I'll probably add some silk or something to it to make it just a little bit smoother. And that's good. And then next, the MF3RS2M. This cube, I actually knew right away that it was going to replace my GTS2M, which is really nice, and I really like it. And everything is broken in, like all the lube is broken in and stuff. And it's really, really nice. Next, the 4x4, the Thunderclap Mini M. It's really, really good. And it easily is better than my Kang Fang. It's really, really good. And I think my first solve on it, I got a minute and 13 seconds, which is a second off of my PB single at least. And then the 5x5, I still haven't set it up, but I can already tell that this is going to be better than my Yushins were and are at the moment. So yeah. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this unboxing. Leave a like if you did, and comment down below if you want to see more unboxings. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like again, or like I said, leave a like if you enjoyed. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next one. Bye.